Alright guys, welcome to another live break. This time we are here with a 21 Traders double box break. One is a hobby, one is a priority, and we are ready to go. So before we get started, there's only 2 spots left in break 121 on the website. So if that sells out in the next hour or so, we'll guarantee that we'll break that tonight or today, this afternoon. So get amongst it, guys. And yeah. Alright, let's read out our team list while we wait for people to join. And I've gone and opened the wrong break sheet. There we go. Alright, so no, that's not going to work either. Oh, you think I'd be more organised. Sorry guys. I forgot to move the trades across into my break list. So we'll open the post up and we'll read it out of there. Loading. There we go. There we are. Alright. So we have Broncos, Terry Lynch, Raiders, PJ Bonham, Bulldogs, Nathaniel Gerald, which is for Glenn, Sharks, Terry Lynch, Titans, Brendan Vickery, Manly, Brendan Vickery, Storm, Patrick Donovan, Knights, Brendan Vickery, Cowboys, PJ Bonham, Eels, PJ Bonham, Panthers, Brendan Vickery, Rabbitohs, Nathaniel Gerald, Dragons, PJ Bonham, Roosters, Brendan Vickery, Warriors, Patrick Donovan, and Tigers, Brendan Vickery. Alright, there we go. So let me copy that into my sheet. And we should be ready to go, guys. Hopefully everyone that's going to join us for the live video is ready to go. Alright. So we'll put our priority box over to the side. Wait for that to open up. We're a bit stammery today, our frames. They're not as smooth. Don't know what's going on there. G'day Brendan. Welcome. Alright, so we are getting started now. If you're joining in, come chat with us on YouTube. I've got that open, checking the chat today. Computer's a bit funny, running a bit funny, so we'll just leave it on the one window. Alright, let's go. Good luck all. And if you're tuning in and you're not in one of the breaks and you'd like a spot, follow the links in the description to the break page on the website, and you can find all the available ones there. Break 121 had 2 spots left before starting the break, so hopefully we can get that done today as well. Kalen Ponga, season to remember for the Knights. Cody Nikarima, parallel for the Warriors. We have a David Gower retirement for the Eels. and a Cleary parallel for Panthers. So to me, the idea of these cheap breaks is we're chasing the bigger hits. I mean, I'm pretty sure most people have most of their sets complete. So we're just here for a bit of fun, chasing the legends, chasing predictors. Apposite Coruscant for Panthers, Star Tunes. Boyd Cordner, parallel for the Roosters. It looks like we might have to cancel the monumental break. Cooper Johns, Rising Stars for the Storm. The initial interest for it didn't come through, so Sosai Takahau, parallel for the Roosters. We are working out what we're going to do, guys. There's a bit to work out. We've got the Raz that is listed and a few spots already sold. Semi Valemi, Rising Stars for the Raiders. Davida Tatala, parallel for the Rabbits. Jordan Pierre, parallel for the Dragons. Season to remember, Martin Tapau for the Manly. Josh Alloy, parallel for Tigers. What have we got? We've got Black Authentic Sigs, Predictors, Legend Sigs. We've got Payne Husk, Club Hero for Broncos. Tom Dearden, parallel for Broncos. Marcus Sivo, Season to Remember for the Eels. Braden Hamlin-Uele, parallel for Sharks. Brendan Wakeham, Rising Stars for the Bulldogs. Alexander Brimson, parallel for Titans. Got Black Street Art, Jake Trbojevic for Manly. Cameron Murray, parallel for Rabbits. Right, Sharks wildcard, Sean Johnson. Matthew Duffy, parallel for Dragons. Hayes Perham, Rising Stars for the Warriors. Jesse Ramian, parallel for Sharks. Authentic Foil Sig, Toby Rudolph for the Sharks. Jamal Fogarty, parallel for Titans. Charlie Staines, Rising Stars for Panthers. Joseph Tapine, parallel for Raiders. Season to remember, Cameron Smith for Storm. Josh McGuire, parallel for Cowboys. Luke Brooks, Star Tunes for the Tigers. Sean Johnson, parallel for the Sharks. Rising Stars, Phoenix Crossland for Knights. Manly parallel checklist. Mitchell Pearce, parallel for Knights. Rising Stars, Herbie Farnworth for Broncos. Dane Gagai, parallel for Rabbits. Wildcard, Latrell Mitchell for the Rabbitohs. Tarek Sims, parallel for Dragons. Young, Tone and Maipe, season to remember for Titans. Warriors parallel checklist. Luke Keary, parallel for Roosters. Wildcard, Jesse Bromwich for Storm. Nelson Asafa Solomona, parallel for Storm. Freddie Lysick, Rising Stars for the Roosters. Blake Ferguson, parallel for Eels. Cowboys parallel checklist. Isaiah Yeo, wild card for Panthers. Moses Sulo, parallel for Manly. Did I call Isaiah Yeo parallel or wild card then? Well, anyway, as you can see, it was a wild card. Rising Stars, Cade Cust for Manly. Heimel Hunt, parallel for Knights. Alright, getting to the end of the first box. Well, I think it's our 8+ packet. Josh Mansour, White Street Art for Panthers. Dale Finucane, parallel for Storm. Season to remember, Gavin Cooper for the Cowboys. Ryan Madison, parallel for the Eels. Rising Stars, Cade Ellis for the Dragons. Dylan Napa, parallel for the Bulldogs. Connor Tracy, Rising Stars for Sharks. Valama Kickow, parallel for Panthers. Adam Dewey, parallel for Tigers. team wild card for the Warriors. Dallin Watine-Zelezniak for the Bulldogs, parallel. Second last packet. Still got the priority box to go, guys. Tommy Talau, Rising Stars for the Tigers. Payne Haas, parallel for Broncos. White Street Art, Josh Jackson for the Bulldogs. And a Canberra Raiders parallel checklist. Alright, so that's our first box done and dusted. We'll quickly put these away and we'll knock out the priority box. So we've got the retirement and the foil sig in the first box. Nothing major. Hopefully we can redeem it with the second. Let's go. Box number 2, priority box. Jake Turpin, parallel for Broncos. Season to remember, Chanel Harris-Tavita for the Warriors. Mr. Hammer for the Cowboys. Elliot Whitehead, parallel for Raiders. Wildcard, Ben Hunt for the Dragons. George Williams, parallel for the Raiders. Benji Marshall, season to remember for the Tigers. Chanel Harris-Tavita, parallel for the Warriors. Rising Stars, Bradman Best for the Knights. Curtis Sirinen, parallel for Manly. Caleb Aikens, Rising Stars for Panthers. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, parallel for Warriors. Isaac Lumiloom for the Storm, Rising Stars. Jared Herrera-Hargraves, parallel for the Roosters. Black Street Art, Latrell Mitchell for the Rabbits. Jake Friend, parallel for the Roosters. Lachlan Fitzgibbon, parallel for the Knights. Cody Walker, parallel for the Rabbits. Season to remember, Cody Ramsey for the Dragons. Adam Reynolds, parallel for the Rabbits. Don't forget, guys, only 2 spots left in break 121 on the website. Last I checked before the break anyway. Wildcard, Luciano Leilua for the Tigers. That features the same as this, plus a 21 elite box. So, Dragons parallel checklist. Xavier Coates, Rising Stars for Broncos. Ben Hunt, parallel for Dragons. Jermaine Tanua Brown, Rising Stars for the Warriors. Blake Brayley, parallel for the Sharks. And there's our first priority team wildcard for the Cowboys. And that is number 14. Jesse Bromwich, parallel for Storm. Aaron Woods, parallel for Sharks. And we are halfway through, well, with this packet, we are halfway through the priority box. Moses Mbai, White Street Art for Tigers. Brian Kelly, parallel for Titans. Mitchell Dunn, Rising Stars for the Cowboys. Isaiah Yeo, parallel for Panthers. Wildcard, Will Hopewade for the Bulldogs. Ashley Taylor, parallel for Titans. Any starter mini cases, 21 traders. We actually have no starter packs left for 21 traders. So yeah, that will not be happening, unfortunately, Shannon. Bailey Sirenen, Rising Stars for the Rabbitohs. Kyle Felt, parallel for Cowboys. Sorry for the late reply, by the way, mate. Season to remember, Josh Mansour for Panthers. Luciano Leilua, parallel for Tigers. So yeah, as far as the starters, the coloured startoons basically, all we have is what we have listed on the website. Bulldogs parallel checklist, and there's probably not a lot left on there, to be honest. They sold pretty well this year. Dylan Brown, Rising Stars for the Eels. Xavier Coates, parallel for the Broncos. Wildcard, Boyd Cordner for the Roosters. Josh Papali, parallel for the Raiders. Startoons, Payne Huss for the Broncos. Jazz Tavega, parallel for the Warriors. So we've still got the Priority Club hero to come, guys. It is hiding in one of these last few packets. We have a Scott Drinkwater foil sig for the Cowboys. Cade Cust, parallel for Manly. Pawasa Farmasili, Rising Stars for the Roosters. Junior Paulo, parallel for the Eels. Season to remember, Adam Reynolds for the Rabbitohs. Bradman Best, parallel for Knights. White Streeter, Mitchell Barnett for the Knights. Dylan Edwards, parallel for Panthers. Alright, our fifth last packet. Trayman Spry, Rising Stars for Titans. Brendan Smith, parallel for Storm. It's funny, we found the team wildcard towards, well, it's towards the top of the pile, but in our case it's towards the bottom of the pile in the first pile. So I wonder if they've put them side by side. Mitchell Orbison, season to remember for the Roosters. Alex Twal, parallel for the Tigers. And here we go. Alright, that is a popular one. For the Roosters, we have James Tedesco. Fortunately not the number 1. I think number 1's already been pulled. But it is the number 5. We have Parramatta Parallel Checklist. And 3 packets left to go. Can we be lucky enough to find a Predictor or a Legend Sig in the last 3 packets? We've got Adam Elliott, Star Tunes for Bulldogs. Jake Avarillo, parallel for Bulldogs. Rising Stars, Max Feagai for the Dragons. Raymond Faitala Mariner, parallel for the Bulldogs. And hopefully not least, but definitely last for this break. Let's see how we go. Unfortunately, no signatures. We have Sean Abloh, Rising Stars for Tigers, and Patrick Carrigan, parallel for Broncos. Alright guys, well that's it for this break. Don't forget to check out the website for current breaks listed. Grab your spots, 121, was only 2 spots left. If sold out in the next half an hour or so, we can do that one today. Yeah, other than that guys, get amongst it, keep an eye out in the group for the next Facebook only break, and we'll see you soon. Thank you for joining us.